Hi everybody, welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and I'm here to read you another story. And I've got a book tonight that I don't understand the title because I don't know what the problem would be. Maybe you can help me figure it out, because this book is called Never Ever Shout in a Zoo. Never ever shout in a zoo. Why can't we shout in a zoo? I thought a zoo would be a good place to be loud. What would happen if we shout in a zoo? We need to get into this book and find out what would happen and what the problem would be. Are you ready to get inside this book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up, because here we go. Never ever shout in a zoo. Written by Karma Wilson, illustrated by Doug Cushman. Never ever shout in a zoo, because if you do, anything might happen. And don't say, "I didn't warn you." Uh-oh, she dropped her ice cream cone. She's starting to cry. Do you think she's going to shout? If you shout in the zoo, you might scare a bear, a giant grouchy bear, a giant grouchy grizzly bear that weighs 2,023 pounds. You don't want to scare a bear. And if you scare that bear, he just might charge, a large barge of charge, right through the bars of his cage. Uh-oh. Don't say I didn't warn you. They did warn us. You should not shout in the zoo. And if that bear gets loose, he might charge past a moose, a big bull moose, a big bull moose with a bad attitude. Oh no, the bear ran past the moose and now the moose is angry. And if that moose sees a bear running loose, he might get an idea, a dreadful idea, a dreadful, disastrous idea, that he should be free like that bear. Uh-oh. Don't say I didn't warn you. And if the moose escapes, he might trot by the apes. All those apes. All those clever apes. All those clever, conniving apes that love to play practical jokes. Oh no, what will the apes do if they see the bear and the moose are loose? And if those apes should happen to spy the moose and the bear as they clatter on by, they might come up with a plan, a malicious plan, a malicious, mischievous plan to break out like the moose and the bear and set animals loose everywhere. Uh-oh, don't say I didn't warn you. And if those apes could do as they please, they'd probably steal the zookeeper's keys. They'd let out the hippos, they'd unleash the lions, they'd set free the tigers and the kangaroos, the snakes, the flamingos, the crocodiles, and every single beast in the zoo. The apes got the key and they're letting everybody out. Uh-oh. Don't say I didn't warn you, because now all the animals are on the loose. All those creatures would scatter about, all because of a shout. One shout. One innocent little shout. One innocent little shout that started the whole mess, because she shouted when she dropped her ice cream, all the animals are loose. And all those animals running wild might lock up each man and woman and child at the zoo, including you. Oh no, they're putting everybody in a cage. Now the animals are loose and the people are in the cages. I warned you. You can't say that I didn't. They did warn us. They told us not to shout at the zoo. And there you would be, in a pen. Then what would you do to get out? You'd probably shout. But haven't I warned you? Never, ever shout in a zoo. Now she's by the dinosaur exhibit, and if she shouts, he's gonna get out. Oh no! Now I know why you should never ever shout in a zoo. If you shout in the zoo, all the animals are going to leave, and then they're going to put you in the zoo. And that is not something you want to happen. And what's going on here? They're shouting at a dinosaur exhibit. Is a dinosaur coming out? Oh my, we need to be really, really careful where we are when we shout. You know, it might be a good idea to remember, if you're inside, use an inside voice. No shouting if you're inside. And if you're outside on the playground, it's okay to shout then. But maybe not when you're around a lot of animals, because you could scare them or upset them and they'll take off. And then there won't be anybody to see in the zoo. Now that's why you should never ever shout in a zoo. That was a fun book. A silly book, but a fun book. And I'm so glad we got read it together. Makes me think about going to the zoo. Have you been to a zoo? You should go to the zoo. Talk to Mom and Dad about going to the zoo. Tomorrow, not tonight, because tonight it's time for all my little animals to get into bed. I need you to get under your covers, get cuddled up, curled up, ready for a really good night's sleep. And the next time you are at the zoo, or at a dinosaur exhibit, or inside in school, and everybody says, shh, inside voices, remember, obey, and obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy, because I'm going to be sitting right here, ready to read another book to you. Bye! Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it, and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.